Welcome to Autofaze, I'm T. Brand. Today we're going over the top 20 Autofaze images of 2019. Number 20, Nathan's 57 Chevy Gasser doing a wheelie at Funny Car Chaos at Mocan. And so the cool thing about this is actually the first time I decided to film outside of filming the shenanigans inside the garage here. And Nathan was a really cool guy and a lot of history on that 57. And it's a nice home-built hot rod, which I definitely dig. So that is why I made it to number 20. Number 19 is this legit slammed and body dropped, riding on air, bump side forward that I saw at Slamboree. And so I actually stopped off at Slamboree on the way down to Outlaw Armageddon. I've always wanted to hit up this show. Jimmy does a great job putting it on there at the casino, and this thing was just sitting by itself. It was really early in the morning. There was a storm passing through Oklahoma, and in my opinion, it's a pretty epic side profile shot. Number 18! This insane Corvair was at the bonus Rumble at the Valley event, which is not the same Thunder Valley that you're probably thinking of in Oklahoma. This is a small track that's in Bethany, Missouri. A lot of history, but anyway, this wild car, these cars originally came with the engines in the trunk, as you know. Well, kind of in the trunk, right? But this guy had basically swapped this around so it's like a normal car, engines in the front, so you got your normal placement. This gasser was completely wicked. I'd never seen a Corvair gasser, let alone someone that had put the engine in the front like a normal car, so that was pretty sweet. And here's an epic, wicked burnout shot of it rolling through the water box. Number 17 is Shane's big block Chevy Nova. This was also at Funny Car Chaos. He's letting the front hang, and this Nova was pretty spectacular. You know, he's basically built this thing from the ground up, bought it and redid it. If you haven't seen the interview I did with him, definitely check it out. Shane's an awesome guy, genuine car guy at heart, and that's exactly why this, I'm also partial to Novas, made it on the top 20. Z Unit! This car is absolutely incredible. It's a Datsun 260Z, set up as a small tire car. This thing is actually from the West Coast, and I still can't believe I saw it. It came down for the Wyco Racing 43 car, insane cash shades that they had. If you haven't seen that full video, it's actually over on Speed Obsessed. And so actually, I do a lot of no prep drag racing photography with those guys, super cool guys over there. And this car absolutely blew me away. Super clean, it's very unique. In the realm of drag racing, you don't see a lot of unique chassis. And man, this thing was spectacular. So that is why it made it on the list. Austin's Bagged Beetle. This thing is riding on air, and in my opinion, that's the only way that Beetles should be. Beetles look so good slammed to the ground, rolling around, slow and steady wins the race. And Austin is an awesome guy, he's a local dude. We met up this fall, and this is my favorite image for the set. And of course, it had to make the top 20. Number 14 is an insane Chevy 2 that I was able to capture on Streetcar Takeover Fall Showdown. Digs only. Digs only. It was probably one of my favorite events of the year. We got fall colors, we got rad hot rods doing their thing, and I mean, it's a Chevy 2 Nova that's in pristine condition doing a burnout. I mean, it had to make the list. Number 13 is the Amerivet from Boosted Unavailable, Ben Savage. We met up for a July 4th video/photo shoot. This guy has legitimately wrapped his drift car in the American flag. I mean, how cool is that? Rob with RB Adrenaline was also there, who has a lot of time into the car. It was very cool visiting with those guys, and doing a quick rip for the video was absolutely spectacular. If you haven't seen the video, definitely check it out. It was definitely a top moment in 2019. Number 12, something that I'll probably never experience again. Hot rods and straight up mud. It was legit. And this was the Rumble at Thunder Valley. This was that small drag strip in Bethany, Missouri. Nostalgia drag racing is definitely not just for trailer queens. It rained for like 2 weeks prior to this event, and actually rained the day before. They did not want to cancel it, and it made this epic, awesome coverage. You got hot rods covered in mud. You got drag guys going up there getting their tires wiped off by the event staff just so they can make a pass down the track. It was pretty cool, and it's definitely something that's going to be memorable in 2019. Number 11, we are making our way through the list. This is Boosted GT doing a hit at Outlaw Armageddon. Check out that tire wrinkle. And the cool thing about Thunder Valley in Oklahoma is you get this perfect like 30-minute window when the sun is like starting to set and you get these smooth skies. And this is exactly why I love driving down for that event. You get to capture a couple of incredible images towards the end of the day, and that's why this one makes number 11. We're cracking number 10 with Joe's 64 Impala. We did a legit set for Joe that started about a couple hours before sunset, but we were able to capture this beautiful side profile shot, and the lines on a 64 Impala, you just can't beat them. Number 9 is a Lamborghini Countach that I had the opportunity to shoot for Dex over at KC Elite Car Care. And this was kind of a bucket list car for me. I mean, growing up, I had, like the little like metal die cast of these. I was like, maybe, I don't even remember what scale it was, but it was just cool to actually physically shoot this car in person. So we had roughly like 35 minutes to do a quick set of it. And of course, we had to get one of the doors open, the classic Countach shot of the doors open. And number 9 is this image is that whole set is gonna be with me for a long time. No! Oh man, okay. I'm getting carried away here. Number 8 is this. So I had a goal for 2019 as far as photography wise, and that was, I always wanted to capture a wheelie shot, the rear end of the car, the car going down the track. I never had to do it before. I mean, because we're, media wise, typically you're on the side of the wall, right? And so I was able to capture this at the NHRA Heartland Nationals. I don't even remember what class this was, but they had a small class of cars, and the snow rolled up, and I was actually making my way back to the wall, and I just paused there for a brief second. It took the hit, went wheels up, and I nailed it. So it's number 8. I love Novas, and so this image is, oh man, this might be the one that I print and put up on the wall. I don't know. We got a lot of good ones to get through still. Number 7, Justin Keith's Camaro called Nemo. We actually shot this for Weld Racing, and I had this idea. I'd never seen anyone do a legit like rolling shot of a vehicle on the track. And so we timed it up perfectly, and this is what we got. Nemo rolling through, and I can't give enough of a shout out to Justin for allowing me to do this crazy idea, and for Robert coming down to assist me, which I'm sure you guys will meet Robert later on the channel. And this image, while not very popular on social media, I still think it's pretty good. Number 6 is Justin's Camaro. Again, you just can't beat a nice 3/4 profile shot on track. That's one of the things I wanted to do. 2019, I really wanted to shoot a car on track, with roughly an hour, so I can move the car around and stuff. We were able to do that. Shout out again to Weld Racing for allowing me to shoot Justin Keith's Camaro. And if you haven't seen the full set, I'll link it in the description below, and you can check it out on Weld's website. We are cracking the top 5 with an image I always kind of wanted to create, and so it is Nemo. And we're roughly about 150 feet out, and so the basis behind this set is that we wanted to capture what goes into making a full pass to the drag strip, right? And so Robert was the lead car, I was the shooter, of course Justin was driving, and you just get this nice showing of speed as Nemo books it to the finish line to try and win the race. And I can't thank Thunder Valley enough for letting us, have the track for an hour to do our thing. Number 4, Tim's Sita, and this thing is an amazing build. I've always wanted to see a Sita in person, and this thing is definitely done right. It's unique, and we were able to capture it in the fall, and then we met it with Tim because I wanted to check out his rear offset. He has a custom offset. He has custom offset welds, and we did a quick set, and with the fall colors and everything, with this location, oh man, it's a beautiful image. Number 3, an image that I never shared with anybody. Why? So this is a unique image of the killer cab getting backed up after doing a burnout at Armageddon. And so if you remember, I think what was that, number 19? I think number 19 at Slamboree. And so the storm was still rolling out by the time they were doing the, I think it was Q qualifying? I don't remember what round of qualifying it was on Saturday. But anyway, the killer cab's getting backed up. You have this unique wide angle shot and it's stormy in the background. Killer cab just looks like he's ready for war. And this image, in my opinion, I love it, and I'm surprised I never shared it. So here you go, a unique image that broke into the top 3. Number 2! Oh, number 2, of course, is the WS6. And we spent 6 months looking for this car, and the wife actually has her own project car, and so this has a lot of sentimental value to me, and so that's why it came in at number 2. The car is legit. The fall background is legit. Man, this reminds me, I need to shoot more in the fall. I'm glad I did that this year in 2019. The fall images just provide a unique perspective versus just having green or being in a cityscape. The fall colors, especially with a car like, that really stands out, I gotta do that more. Number 1 is actually kind of unique. It's something I've never done before. It's a hero shot for the Welt S71s. It's kind of the teaser that we did whenever we were basically unrevealing the WS6 to everyone. Like, we didn't tell anybody really that we got this thing. And so it was really cool to make a hero shot. I wanted to do something special, especially for Welt Racing. And Zor came in, with a tire install. And so I really kind of wanted to do a legit image, just kind of doing a shout out to those guys, and also kind of hinting at what we got. And I need to do hero shots more often that aren't just specific to full cars. And so that is the top 20 of the Autofaze Images 2019 that I can share. There's a couple images that I took, of course, that I can't share on social media, but those are the top 20 that I can share with you all of 2019. I can't wait to see what 2020 brings. Thanks everyone for watching. Tell me what your favorite is in the comments. I want to know, did your favorite Autofaze image not make the top 20? If it didn't, let me know. I'm kind of curious, because this is my top 20. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm T. Brand. We'll see you on the next one.